Hi everyone! Today we are going to be escaping from the circus with a crazy clown and ghosts!
What, clowns and ghosts? Oh my god, not again.
What? Little Shadow's afraid of clowns and ghosts? Run to mommy and let him feel sorry for you.
Yo, calm down, Knuckles. Even grown-ups are afraid of clowns and ghosts, and some even more so than children.
Whoa, I jumped just like Assassin from Assassin's Creed!
That was awesome, but don't get distracted. You need to get out of here before the clown sees you.
I don't think the clown is the biggest problem right now.
Whoa, he just disappeared. What the hell is going on? But I don't really want to look into it.
Alright, let's get out of here then! I'll use all my skills to do that!
You don't have a choice, because if you don't try hard enough, you'll just fall into the lava.
Let's not think sad thoughts, and while Shadow is crying, let's enjoy the beauty of this abandoned circus.
I don't agree with your aggression towards Shadow, but I can't help but point out that this place does look very mysterious and entourage.
I see old age combined with modern machinery and devices? It looks so weird and so cool at the same time!
And what do you guys like better? Modern technology or ancient artifacts and landmarks? Write in the comments.
Or maybe you like clowns and ghosts like I do? Or are you afraid of them like Shadow?
Or maybe you also think Knuckles is stupid, ignorant, and should have been punished and made to go through the circus.
Answers to all questions or your opinion, you can write in the comments, and you can also put a like because it helps a lot in the development of the channel.
Meanwhile, we're climbing higher and higher to get out of this smelly and scary dungeon with clowns and ghosts.
Sonic's already collected so many coins. And look at this. He found the whole chest. I hope all that gold is enough to buy you a pacifier.
Oh my god! Knuckles, shut up! You're giving me a headache worse than a punch in the head. So if you don't want us to show you how much it hurts, just shut up!
What do I see? The little chick has a little voice. Who are you gonna hit? You can't even catch up to me with your ponytails. I'm not even talking about hitting you. A toothpick will do more damage than you.
Woo, Knuckles, who's got a big mouth? I think you've forgotten I've beaten you more than once. But from what I can see, someone's looking for a death match.
No! I don't want any trouble. I'm sorry. I'll try not to make jokes like that again. Yes, that's right. It was just a stupid joke.
That was the last time I put up with something like that!
Oh my god. No, I see the same clown there. Do we really have to go there?
In order to get out of here, we have to get past him. It's inevitable. But I really hope this will be our first and last face-to-face meeting.
Great! Just like I thought he was super slow. Even though he's holding an axe, he can't use it if he can't catch up to me, and catching up to a speed god, even in a game, is problematic.
We're out of the circus, but where do we have to go now? Back to the circus, maybe another smaller circus.
It's a lot like Crooked Mirrors and my favorite room of horrors. But I wouldn't say it's scary. I guess we're supposed to be frightened by the atmosphere, but it's more of a laughing matter.
If they thought that with eyes in the walls and darkness in front they could scare someone, they are very much mistaken. It's ridiculous, and even little children wouldn't be scared.
What's next for us? We have passed the location. Here we have a corridor and a very long and high staircase. But we will shorten our way down it.
Oh, damn it. We went up that long just to jump down. This is a very strange decision.
In fact, I think we're about to go up again. It's just the way this location works. First you go up really high, then you go down really low, and then you go down a few times.
And again, some horrible and rusty corridors that lead us to lava and ventilation shafts.
You don't have to worry about a thing. In case you've forgotten, I'm still a master of parkour. So if we continue to be challenged like this, we'll get through it faster than the clown can say, "Bo!"
Why are that clown and the black ghosts after us? We didn't do anything bad to them. We haven't done anything bad to anyone. Why do they want to kill us and scare us?
There's that black ghost again. Every time I see it, I get less and less scared to look at it.
I thought you weren't afraid, or were you lying to us? And I was actually more scared than Shadow, because you're actually an even bigger crybaby and a mumbler.
Oh shit, it's that stupid clown again. I'm so sick of him. I'm going to kill him for sure.
Wait, you're the one who said we can't kill anyone, or it'll be too easy and uninteresting.
I'm in. Otherwise, you could just use your powers and kill everyone first, and then just instantly get out of here.
You're sadly right, Knuckles. Sonic, you need to do this mini obstacle course over this clown. I hope we have a little more to go.
I can see it myself, Tails. But I'd like to have more fun, so I'm hoping this kid gives me a couple more interesting challenges.
They're not interesting. They are very, very life-threatening. One awkward move, and you'll drown in lava or get chopped up with an axe by a crazy clown. And that's just 2 reasons for your death out of an infinity of possible causes.
I don't think it's appropriate to drink anything in such a strange place.
Whoa! Did you shrink in size? Now we can get through the door that was previously inaccessible to you just because of your size.
I feel like I'm in an Alice in Wonderland cartoon. Didn't she shrink in size there too? Or am I confused?
You're absolutely right. Not only did she shrink in size, she drank a potion to do it, just like you did.
Wait here with your Allison potions. We're being chased by that horrible clown with the axe again. We've got to get as far away from here as possible in a hot air balloon.
I can't believe it! We did it! We got out of here! It was too easy! I hope we never find ourselves in a situation like this again in our lives.
That's not the worst part. The worst part is if we don't fly out of here now and just land somewhere else nearby. And that would mean our ordeal is not over.
Most unfortunately, you're damn right, Sonic. It's still early days.
Looks like you're gonna have to fight that idiot clown now. But I'm sure you'll have no trouble dealing with him without even using your superpowers.
Shots don't go through him, but shots at balls take away the health bar quite strongly and confidently. So the right thing to do is to deal with the balloons first, and only then with the clown himself.
All right, he's already halfway through his health bar. But this bazooka is very hard to shoot with. Its aim is too off, and its aim is off. I'm shooting partially at random because I can't aim properly.
Get some momentum going. You're only a couple balls away from beating him. But be ready. I don't think just bursting all the balloons isn't enough to defeat this boss. He's just waiting for you to get tired so he can attack on his own.
You're absolutely right, but it's worth noting the fact that it was fairly predictable that he would start attacking Sonic after he bursts all the balloons. I think this routine should have been a countdown to death.
I think it was a simple test, and you put too much spin on it. Keep it simple. No one likes a nerd, and you're a whiner, so you should be doubly careful.
As expected, I handled this clown easily enough, since before that, the only problem was the lack of weapons. Okay, my promise not to use abilities was a bit of a hindrance too.
Hopefully, after you defeat this horrible clown, we can safely net another balloon and fly as far away from here as possible.
To do that, we have to climb up that tall mountain over there. But Sonic's a parkour master, so I don't think that's going to be a problem. We'll get there fast, and even faster, we'll finally fly out of here.
We're at the finals. I don't think we'll need all these coins if we're not going to be here much longer. So I don't see the point of staying here and collecting them.
I totally agree with you. I think we've collected a decent amount of coins already. I don't know how many coins we've collected, but I think we'll be able to buy something.
While Sonic shows us masterful parkour and climbs this wall to fly away in a hot air balloon.
We hasten to ask you to put a like on this video to help us develop our channel and continue to please you with new videos.
And to not miss these new videos, we suggest subscribing to the channel and clicking on the bell to be the first to know about new videos.
And if you don't like something, post it in the comments so we know what we need to fix. And don't forget to answer the question in the middle of the video. And we're going to fly this balloon in the next video. Hello everyone, today we will help this black cat to find milk for himself.
For some reason, it is written on the wall that the cat is not friendly, but it looks very friendly and cute.
I think so too.
We need to find the right door. One of them should be open.
I think it will be the middle door on the right, but I'm not sure about that at all.
There is a cute red cat.
The kitty is really very cute, but we still have to find the right door because there will be a lot of cute kittens here.
We found the right door. There is some kind of labyrinth of iron walls.
We need to find the exit as soon as possible. We found some kind of red fish. I don't know. Maybe it will help us in the future, in the passage, and the easiest way we find the exit.
There is some kind of black cat, and a complicated way to go through the wooden beams so as not to fall into the darkness. I wonder what will happen if you fall into it. But we won't find out, because we went through everything professionally quickly.
Now we need to choose the right stick, as in the Squid Game, so as not to fall down.
I hope your intuition, Sonic, doesn't let us down this time. I don't really want to see what happens if we fall.
And we deal with it the easiest way. Then we are awaited by deadly red lasers. When we hit them, we will most likely die, so we need to avoid them.
You're so cool standing right next to them. I wonder if they give off heat. If so, is it hot for him? Because he's so close.
Sonic demonstrates cool parkour skills because he is a parkour master, and we go through the wooden sticks where the fish jump, and now we need to go through the balls of threads, and we can do this easily.
Of course it's easy, because the movements of these yarn tangles are so easy. I think there will be absolutely no difficulty with them.
Next is a small parkour, which does not cause any problems. We climb higher, and apparently we need to look for milk in the refrigerator. But there are very dangerous cold generators here, which will most likely freeze us.
And we will just break apart like an iceberg, so we also need to avoid them. But this does not cause any problems.
Oh yeah! Sonic's doing a great job of passing every test there is. I think we're gonna get through these challenges quickly and help this black cat find some milk.
Again, some kind of labyrinth, only in the refrigerator. We need to get out of here as soon as possible, because it is cold in the refrigerator and we can get frostbite. But we find an orange fish, and maybe it will also help us somewhere. Maybe it will warm us up, because it looks like the sun.
And here was a warning that we cannot stay here for a long time, otherwise we can die. There are some kind of icicles that stick out from different sides.
Wow, they're stalactites and stalagmites made of ice.
What's the difference between the two?
Stalactites grow from the top down, and stalagmites grow from the bottom up.
And then we are waiting for ice cubes, which we need to quickly jump over and move on.
And then we just have a frozen surface on which we slide very, very much. And I see a yellow fish that we definitely need to collect, because I think that somewhere it will come in handy for us. Therefore, we need to move carefully, slowly, and slowly.
Bingo! We got that little fish. I hope we're trying so hard to collect them for a reason, and that they're actually useful.
We'll think about that later. Right now, we need to focus on passing this icy challenge.
I see very large and dangerous red spikes ahead, so we need to be even more attentive. We show our drifting skills. We run through the first red spikes. These are huge plates on which there are very, very sharp red spikes moving left and right.
Therefore, we need to choose the time in order to pass. Here, you can go under the spikes. If we knew this before, we would have passed much, much faster.
And the next test is strawberry parkour. And because Sonic is a parkour master, we cope very easily with this. Then there are some blocks. Again, strawberries on which you need to parkour.
I'm sure there will be no problem with the strawberry or the boards and blocks. Just look how fast he goes through everything.
And again, this does not cause any problems. Then we have a room again we got out of the fridge. And again, this black cat that meets us.
Hopefully there won't be any more mazes, because the easiest things for Sonic to do are jumping, running, and parkour. Because in a maze, you can't really speed up, jump, or parkour.
And again, this black cat. And then we have parkour on wooden sticks. He also does not cause any problems, because this is the easiest parkour of all that I have seen.
After each test, we are met by this black cat. And then we are waiting for red panels, which apparently should not be stepped on, because they burn the same as lasers, and therefore, the effect is the same.
But we passed this test without problems. The cat is on fire and asks why we did not give him milk. But at the beginning, there was a warning that milk was not allowed for the cat. I hope at the end of this story, this test, they will tell us why milk is not allowed for the cat.
They love him so much. In the meantime, we're going through huge golden chainsaws that clearly want to cut us in half, or maybe in more pieces.
But even with this dangerous ordeal, we are coping quite quickly. Hopefully we will continue to have absolutely no problems.
But we go through it. We go through parkour with strawberry milk, and then a little more parkour with strawberry milk.
But even with such a challenge, we coped easily and quickly. The cat could have tried to do something more interesting.
And then we have a quiz, in which we have to answer questions. But these questions are the easiest task for us, because all the guys are very, very smart.
And we don't like math, so we just answer that math is difficult. Next, we need to go between the small rivers that are filled with strawberry milk.
And I see a glow. This is a blue fish that we need to pick up, because I repeat, maybe they will come in handy in the future.
So below we have an achievement that we picked up one of the fish. It was a blue fish.
I wonder how much we've already collected and how much we have left.
Let's ask the guys. Guys, write in the comments, how many fish have we collected and how many do we have left? I think it was in the beginning.
This ordeal is not difficult, but very long. I'm getting tired of looking at these rivers of strawberry milk.
And then I see wooden beams again, and again darkness under them. It is very interesting what kind of darkness is under these beams, and what will happen if you fall there. I don't know what it is, but I have absolutely no desire to check it.
Therefore, now we are jumping apparently through some water in which there are some capsules. I don't know what it is.
The next test we have are balls with threads, which you can't step on either. And this is poop, or maybe it's cat's mint. I don't know what it is, but it's better not to step on it either.
There's so many of them. I'm not sure if they're catnip bits, more like poop.
Then we go through some coal black pebbles which hang in the air. I can't even guess what it is.
Whatever it was, it didn't become an obstacle for us. And something interesting awaits us next.
The next test is huge cat's paws with sharp claws, and a little white pillow on them.
There are a lot of trials that are all about running at the right time. These are trials for kids.
I think there's a huge, deadly cat claw missing from the kids' trials.
We successfully passed this test. Here are some cat statues. There are black iron planks again, on which you need to run somewhere up. I noticed that we are climbing higher and higher.
And oh my god, what is this? Lava and lava fish? I wonder how this wooden stick does not melt from all the lava that is under it. A very good question, the answer to which, unfortunately, is not.
That's not what's important right now. What's important is passing this test. And don't fall into that lava, because Sonic is gonna melt and catch on fire.
And now the test for balance. We have to run along the stick, which looks like a tick.
Then we have a wooden bridge, which, surprisingly, also does not melt from all this lava. And I hope it won't melt while we run along it. No, it didn't melt.
We're very, very lucky. That's why we have to keep running.
What an interesting challenge. They're spinning fireballs.
But we got through that one super fast and super easy too. All that's left is the final challenge apparently. Hopefully we won't have any problems with that either.
But we see a huge cat's head with fire. It emits fire. Maybe that's why it can't be milked, because the fire will become even stronger.
I hope they tell us about it in the final, and we won't have to fight it. But for now, we are successfully passing all the tests that this little kitten has prepared for us. Great.
I see a huge portal. It looks like that's where we're going.
We need to get there soon. I'm sure that's where the exit is.
We enter some huge portal, and that's it. We've passed it all.
So guys, subscribe to the channel, leave your comments, and with the help of this portal, we will be teleported to the next video.
Hey guys, today we are going to run away from Bombardillo Crocodillo and Tralalelo Tralala.
Really? From those Italian monsters? Really? How did we even get here?
I don't know. I don't think any of us do, but we need to get out of here now, don't you think?
Totally agree with Knuckles. I'm scared of these guys, and I'm scared of them bad.
Don't worry, I'm going to try to make this as quick as possible because even though these guys are really funny, the fact that we're in jail is really stressing me out.
So far, it's looking very simple. Hopefully, we'll continue to get vent hops like this or something even easier.
Don't forget, we're in jail, so to say that anything will be easy is very brave and presumptuous.
Don't be so serious. We've been in trouble a lot, and we've gotten out of it just as often. There's nothing to be surprised about one of them.
Maybe Tails is right. We too often find ourselves in life-threatening situations, and we do it too often to be surprised by another. But I am surprised by all these Italian monsters.
Have you never seen or encountered a Tralalelo Tralala and a Bombardino Crocodillo?
You know, I totally understand Sonic's surprise here, because it's easier to count the people who have seen a Bombardino Crocodillo and a Tralalelo Tralala in real life.
Even more so, you can count on your fingers those who have been in their prison, much less know that it even exists.
That's what I'm talking about. Not only did we see them in person, but we went to jail with them, and it all happened on the same day and at the same time.
Oh my god, did you see it? He was so close. You could have gotten caught. It was too dangerous. Be careful. There's no telling what could happen if you get caught.
He's right. No one knows why we were put here, and so we should not see them as characters, but as wardens of the prisoners. Their job, judging by their behavior, is to keep us from getting out of here.
Hey, did you notice? It says at the top how far we've come. It's now 5 stages out of 25, and that's all in literally 1 minute. I think we're going to get through this very quickly, although I'm not sure we're going to get through 5 stages in a minute.
Yo, apparently these guys are really cool. Look at them. They got a golden ladder. That leads to the bathroom.
I don't know. I don't think a ladder, even if it's gold, is an indicator of awesomeness.
Totally agree with you. These guys are really cool, but definitely not because they have a golden ladder to the toilet.
And I'm starting to doubt their awesomeness, because in case you've forgotten, they put us in jail and are trying to make sure we don't get out.
I could tell they probably had good and compelling reasons, but I won't, because I have to get out of here. And no reason in the world is going to make me take back my opinion that this is just awful.
I'm sure not many people would like to see him go to jail, and the last thing anyone would do in a situation like this is try to make excuses for the people who did it.
Hey, you don't like it. You see, there's even a pool here, and you resent it.
Super dumb Knuckles joke. Please, if you ever try to say something like that again, just keep your mouth shut and keep quiet, because your silence is worth more than gold.
Oh, come on, Tails. His dumb jokes are clearly no worse than a giant ball rolling to crush me.
Hey, why didn't you pick up a gift? Maybe there was something in there that could help us get out of here.
Yeah, what if there's something in there that could help Bombardino Crocodile and Tralalelo Tralala catch us?
Apparently, Sonic thought the same thing you did, so he didn't pick it up. See, when you think about it, you can actually say the right things.
That was pretty brutal, Tails, but I'll say it was very fair. I mean, before you make a joke or say something, you have to think about it a few times to avoid conflict.
Oh my god, look at that. The guard at this location is none other than Tung Shakur.
Be careful and super considerate. If he hits you with his club, you won't just pass out, you'll die.
Is he really that strong? Or is it the baton? So many questions for these guys, and so few answers to those questions.
Okay, maybe it's a good thing we won't find out, because to find out from him, we'd have to see him again. And I really don't want to do that.
Whoa, what the hell is that? A transparent elevator? How does it hold you up and what is it made of? It's too strong for glass or plastic, and other materials can hardly be transparent.
That's a really good question. I have another one. Why is it that even the chains are transparent, but the lever is not?
Maybe we've run out of magic material, because only through magic can I explain everything that happens here and the creatures that exist here.
Even though I don't really believe in magic and all that magical stuff, it's really hard for me to disagree with Tails. I mean, there's no logical or scientific explanation for any of this.
I think we're just missing something, and there's a perfectly adequate explanation for it. But I agree that it's much easier and quicker to just believe that it's all created by magic.
I wonder what's next for us. We went for a run, swam in the pool, met the Bombardiro Crocodilo, and Tung Shakur.
I really hope that there will be an explanation of everything that is going on, or at least part of it, so that we at least have a rough idea of what is going on.
I think I need to get out of here first to figure things out, don't you?
I think you're absolutely right, Sonic. That's why you should hurry up, because the interest is starting to tear me up inside.
Not just you. Like I said, I'm super curious about what's next for us. And from what I can see, it's going to be an obstacle course with deadly spikes and parkour elements.
If the next obstacle is parkour, then we should be able to do it easily. Because if anyone forgot or didn't know, let me remind you. Sonic is the coolest parkour master I've ever seen, and I've seen a lot of them.
So far, what's happening on the screen bears very little resemblance to parkour, to be honest. It's more like just a lane and not really with obstacles.
Now it's looking more complicated and dangerous. But I think you can do it. Especially if you're as good at parkour as Tails says you are.
I can vouch for Sonic's parkour, and I can vouch for that too. I saw what he can do, and it was really super cool.
So there should be no problem with the parkour itself, but here I am very much confused by those huge sharpened spades at the bottom. Because if he makes one awkward move and falls off, it will be a fatal mistake for him.
At this point, I've kind of been quite successful with the vent test. I don't think I'll have a problem running down the vent shaft.
What if you have to fight? Are you sure you can handle it? There are a lot of Italian monsters that seem to be made for fighting, like Cappuccino Assassino.
I don't think they're gonna send a professional Cappuccino Assassino to stop us.
Oh my god! Oh no! Is that what I think it is? Is that the Cappuccino Assassino? The professional assassin?
Damn, he's really strong. But even he can't handle my super bazooka. I can even defeat a bombardier crocodile with it.
My gut feeling for bad thoughts tells me you'll have a chance to show us that, but I really don't want to believe that, because he is one of the strongest Italian beasts.
Whoa. In that case, I hope we don't cross paths with him too, because it could be too dangerous for all of us. And if you lose, we won't just go back to prison. We'll probably die.
In any case, no one knows how it will turn out, so let's just believe in the best, because now we have enough problems, and we should not think about new ones.
I totally agree with Tails, because the biggest problem at the moment is that I need to avoid being hit by those deadly lasers to make it to the top, where apparently there should be either an exit or the final boss of this prison.
It's foggy behind them, and you can barely see anything, so until you get through them, it's too early to tell what happens after they're over.
I see arrows that point the way, and behind them is a room. And I think it's the final room before the boss. So Sonic, get ready for an intense boss fight with the Bombardier Crocodilo.
I'm trying to find the positives in this situation, so I'll just say that you just got a chance to show the full power of your bazooka like you were going to do.
I agree, Tails. I'd rather see it as an opportunity to show you all the power than a tough final challenge, because it's the attitude that half determines success.
Whoa, Sonic, you're halfway there. How do you do that? Your bazooka is really that powerful.
And on that positive note, please subscribe, like and comment on our video, and we're on to the next one.
And to be clear, we're going to him because this is it.
Hey friends, today unfortunately we're in jail and it's our job to get out of here.
I dislike this place terribly much. Let's get out of here quickly.
I'm in. Everything looks so familiar, but at the same time so awful.
But do you know the way out of here? Or maybe you've been here before. Why do you say that like it's nothing?
Don't worry about it, Tiles. Everything's gonna be okay. I'll find a way out of here.
Wow, you're a real hero, Sonic. But here's the first question that remains. How do you do it? Are you gonna go with your gut?
Let's be honest, Shadow. Sonic's instincts have never let us down before, and it has solved a lot of problems.
He's right. Every time we've gotten out of trouble, it's partly because of Sonic's instincts.
I hope they really are as good as you say they are. I kinda doubt it's that good, but it's gotta be something.
Yo, be careful. This likeness of me looks extremely unfriendly. I'd even say very aggressive.
Don't worry, it's Sonic and he can run, and he does it well.
But there are always emergencies. So even if you're a super cool runner, don't forget to be careful and vigilant. Guys,
I'm the most careful hedgehog on this planet, and I'm very careful. I'm a little too careful at times.
You can never be too careful, especially when you're in this situation. I don't think you'll be allowed to relax in this prison.
That's it. That's why you need to be not just attentive, you need to be super attentive, and just as much you need to be super careful.
you guys are certainly giving sound advice, but try to fulfill all your own requirements in such a stressful situation. It's sometimes impossible.
There's nothing complicated about it. Just the main thing is not to hurry. But at the same time, you cannot be slow. You have to move with confidence and determination. But you have to think about every action.
You know you're doing really well. I'd say you're doing great. If you keep this up and you're going right, we won't have any problems at all, and we'll get through this faster than we can imagine.
I guess it all depends on what kind of challenges we're going to face, because even Sonic has strengths and weaknesses.
If it's trials similar to what's going on now, or parkour, then it will be the easiest jailbreak ever.
Why do you think so? Oh, I totally forgot. I'm a parkour master, and any parkour is too easy for me.
But don't forget, you never know what's ahead of you.
Let's hope this prison is filled with parkour and easy challenges, like what you just went through. That would be super cool.
But gosh, look, it's that big scary dark knight who's the guard here. It's stalking us. We have to run away now.
I'm trying, but my powers don't work here. If they did, it would be too easy. I'd be out of here in seconds. But for some reason, they don't work here.
Whoa, look, it's parkour, so we'll get to the top super fast.
Yes, that's right. I can feel us getting closer and closer to getting out of here.
Hey, what do you say we all all get together. Maybe order pizza or sushi? Or maybe we could go out and eat lots and lots of ice cream.
That's a great idea, by the way, but we have to get out of here first. So let's try to make it quicker because I'm really hungry.
What do you guys like better, pizza or sushi? I like super meat and pineapple pizza.
Oh my god, don't talk to me anymore. Do you really like pineapple pizza? Are you even sane? How can you even eat that?
Oh, come on. I don't think pizza in general is good. It's just a piece of dough with meat on it. But sushi is delicious. And they're all different, even with meat on it.
I like sushi better too because you can choose from a huge variety. There's sweet, savory, with meat, with fish, and even no rice at all. That's why I like sushi better than pizza.
I don't know. I don't understand how you can eat sushi. It's just raw fish and rice. How can it taste good? I've never had it, and I've never wanted it.
And for good reason. Sushi and pizza are two of the most delicious things I've ever tasted. It's even better than a burger and fries.
I think our viewers are well aware that we all have different tastes and very big appetites. So let's focus on the game so we can go through everything quickly and order food.
Well, you didn't miss a thing. I just used the ladder to climb another ladder. Nothing interesting, but maybe something more interesting will come next.
I don't think the word interesting fits here. It's more like something very dangerous and possibly even deadly.
Like a huge fan trying to blow you away on very sharp spikes.
You call that something interesting? I don't think he's really about that. But you're right, it sounded weird. However, I'm wondering what happens next too.
And next we have more parkour. This is just perfect for us. Sonic is a parkour master after all. Look how easily he passes all these tests.
In fact, I could do it even if I wasn't a parkour master. There's absolutely nothing difficult about jumping on pipes like that. It's just basic jumping from pipe to pipe.
If you describe it like that, then any parkour is just a jump from something to something. But in reality, it's not like that at all. You need a huge amount of physical effort, knowledge, and skill.
I agree. You shouldn't generalize everything so much. You need to learn it long and hard in order to park like that, just so you don't get injured, and then you can do cool tricks.
And you're doing all this without any track preparation and without any insurance. Aren't you scared at all? I'd be very scared.
I guess it's all about experience. Because I've done a lot of trails while I was learning, and even a couple similar to this one, they were very easy and didn't cause any problems at all.
We noticed, judging by how quickly you got through it all, I get the feeling that it's not your experience and skills that decide it, but the fact that it's a very easy test.
However, jumping on these vents really looks like something very difficult. Although they are large, their location makes jumping on them as uncomfortable as possible.
Maybe so, but Sonic still did a great job. You can feel the experience and hundreds of repetitions in every jump.
Except it's going to be harder to jump from here because I have absolutely no control over the turns. I can only fly forward and jump at the right moment.
But it's not that bad. You're just a couple jumps away from passing this test.
So, one last jump and a tall staircase up. I wonder what's going to be up there. I want to believe it won't be something super dangerous.
Are you talking about the giant fan under your feet? Or what could be next?
I think it's about what happens next. And what's next is the chief. And I think he's very unhappy that we're here. Not really. I'm pretty sure that our presence makes him infinitely angrier.
How did you know who your opponent would be? Have you ever been in this prison before? Although, that would easily explain why you're so easy to pass all these tests and know what to expect next. But the other question is, why didn't you tell us?
I guess we can ask all the questions we want after we get out of here. In the meantime, Sonic, keep shooting him as much and as often as you can.
Very good idea, and just great advice, Knuckles. Keep up the good work, Sonic. Even though this isn't your first battle with him, we believe in you.
I'll tell you all about it later, but it's not what you might think. It's a little more complicated than it looks at first glance, but I'll tell you right away. I'm here for the first time just like you. I can assure you of that.
We believe you, Sonic. And personally, I'm sure you had very good reasons for hiding the truth from us. At least I hope so, because if you don't, then our friendship is over.
I fully support everything Shadow said, because it's fair and just, to us and to you.
Yay! Exit door! We're out! But it looks like we didn't make it all the way out. I dare say this is the final room before the final boss. I don't know where I got that idea from, but it sure looks like one of those rooms.
You're almost absolutely right, but it's more like a very dangerous corridor to the final room. The final room will also have a challenge, but it's very easy, although it requires quite a lot of physical strength.
Well, I think you can handle this assignment, don't you?
You're still as strong as ever, so I'm sure you won't have a problem with physical activity either.
But I don't quite understand and visualize what needs to be done yet.
Don't worry, you'll see it all now. I just need to drag the iron pallet and put it between the plates to use it as a bridge. It's very simple and easy.
I wouldn't say lugging that kind of iron is easy, but you really haven't lost your physical strength at all.
Okay, Sonic's physical strength isn't the most important thing right now. We're coming up on the big boss and warden of this prison, and it's oddly enough Shadow again, or rather his evil clone. But still, he looks exactly the same, except our Shadow doesn't use a giant robot with guns.
Keep it up, Sonic. You almost got him. He's only got a couple shots left. It won't be long before we're finally out of this prison.
I see that there is not much left, so I want to say to our viewers, thank you for watching. Give us your likes. It helps us a lot. Write your comments and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss new videos. And we're on our way to the next video very quickly. Hey friends, today unfortunately we're in jail and it's our job to get out of here.
I dislike this place terribly much. Let's get out of here quickly.
I agree. Everything here is so toxic, looks terrible, and smells so bad.
But do you know the way out of here? Or maybe you've been here before. Why do you say that like it's nothing?
Don't worry about it, Tiles. Everything's gonna be okay. I'll find a way out of here.
Wow, you're a real hero, Sonic. But here's the first question that remains. How do you do it? Are you gonna go with your gut?
Let's be honest, Shadow. Sonic's instincts have never let us down before, and it has solved a lot of problems.
He's right. Every time we've gotten out of trouble, it's partly because of Sonic's instincts.
I hope they really are as good as you say they are. I kinda doubt it's that good, but it's got to be something.
Yo, be careful. That green toxic sprunky doesn't look friendly. It's more like the opposite.
Don't worry. It's Sonic and he can run, and he does it well.
But there are always emergencies, so even if you're a super cool runner, don't forget to be careful and vigilant.
Guys, I'm the most careful hedgehog on this planet, and I'm very careful. I'm a little too careful at times.
You can never be too careful, especially when you're in this situation. I don't think you'll be allowed to relax in this prison.
That's it. That's why you need to be not just attentive, you need to be super attentive. And just as much, you need to be super careful.
You guys are certainly giving sound advice, but try to fulfill all your own requirements. In such a stressful situation, it's sometimes impossible.
There's nothing complicated about it. Just the main thing is not to hurry, but at the same time, you cannot be slow. You have to move with confidence and determination, but you have to think about every action.
You know, you're doing really well. I'd say you're doing great.
If you keep this up and you're going right, we won't have any problems at all, and we'll get through this faster than we can imagine.
I guess it all depends on what kind of challenges we're going to face, because even Sonic has strengths and weaknesses.
If it's trials similar to what's going on now or parkour, then it will be the easiest jailbreak ever.
Why do you think so? Oh, I totally forgot. You're a parkour master, and any parkour is too easy for you. But don't forget, you never know what's ahead of you.
Let's hope this prison is filled with parkour and easy challenges like what you just went through.
That would be super cool, but gosh, look! It's that toxic green sprunky again. It's stalking us. We have to run away now.
I'm trying, but my powers don't work here. If they did, it would be too easy. I'd be out of here in seconds, but for some reason they don't work here.
Whoa, look, it's parkour, so we'll get to the top super fast.
Yes, that's right. I can feel us getting closer and closer to getting out of here.
Hey, what do you say we all get together and sit down? Maybe order pizza or sushi, or maybe we could go out and eat lots and lots of ice cream.
That's a great idea, by the way, but we have to get out of here first. So let's try to make it quicker, because I'm really hungry.
What do you guys like better, pizza or sushi? I like super meat and pineapple pizza.
Oh my God! Don't talk to me anymore. Do you really like pineapple pizza? Are you even sane? How can you even eat that?
Oh, come on. I don't think pizza in general is good. It's just a piece of dough with meat on it. But sushi is delicious. And they're all different, even with meat on it.
I like sushi better too, because you can choose from a huge variety. There's sweet, savory, with meat, with fish, and even no rice at all. That's why I like sushi better than pizza.
I don't know. I don't understand how you can eat sushi. It's just raw fish and rice. How can it taste good? I've never had it, and I've never wanted it.
And for good reason. Sushi and pizza are two of the most delicious things I've ever tasted. It's even better than a burger and fries.
I think our viewers are well aware that we all have different tastes and very big appetites, so let's focus on the game, so we can go through everything quickly and order food.
Well, you didn't miss a thing. I just used the ladder to climb another ladder. Nothing interesting, but maybe something more interesting will come next.
Like a giant fan in a puddle of lava? You call that something interesting?
I don't think he's really about that, but you're right, it sounded weird. However, I'm wondering what happens next too.
And next we have more parkour. This is just perfect for us. Sonic is a parkour master after all. Look how easily he passes all these tests.
In fact, I could do it even if I wasn't a parkour master. There's absolutely nothing difficult about jumping on pipes like that. It's just basic jumping from pipe to pipe.
If you describe it like that, then any parkour is just a jump from something to something. But in reality, it's not like that at all. You need a huge amount of physical effort, knowledge, and skill.
I agree. You shouldn't generalize everything so much. You need to learn it long and hard in order to park like that. Just so you don't get injured and then you can do cool tricks.
And you're doing all this without any track preparation and without any insurance. Aren't you scared at all? I'd be very scared.
I guess it's all about experience, because I've done a lot of trails while I was learning, and even a couple similar to this one. They were very easy and didn't cause any problems at all.
We noticed, judging by how quickly you got through it all, I get the feeling that it's not your experience and skills that decide it, but the fact that it's a very easy test.
Hey, look at this! He's not even jumping! What kind of cheating is that? Can't you at least try to do something about it, or are you just gonna go with the flow?
Why bother when you can take it easy. You're doing the right thing. Get some rest.
Yeah, I thought I'd take it easy too. So let's get on with it. I'm looking forward to something challenging and dangerous next.
Are you talking about the giant fan under your feet, or what could be next?
Shadow, you're not stupid. Of course he's talking about what could be next. It makes sense. Don't ask such stupid questions.
Here comes the very danger Sonic was talking about. When is that green toxic Sprinky gonna get off our backs? I can't see him anymore.
He's spitting something at me. It's some kind of blob that's slowing me down a lot. But the good news is they don't hurt me.
Use that bazooka to the max. I don't think he'll need many hits for him to lose, so you just have to try a little harder.
Damn it. These blotches are really blocking the view. It's making it very difficult to hit the enemy accurately. But I think you can do it.
Just a couple more shots, and we win. Hooray, victory. That was easy enough, don't you think?
Yes, it is. Had some problems with the scope, but I made it through thanks to your support. I hope we will continue to be as fast and easy to pass all the tests.
It's not even dangerous yet. We're just going down a huge slide.
Wow, we got a free coil. That's supposed to speed us up, so it gives back some of Sonic's powers. Maybe we can find a couple more and give him his powers back.
That would be really cool, because then we'd be out of here in just a couple seconds, just like Sonic said. But I don't think that would be any fun at all.
You know, there's nothing fun or interesting about being in jail. That's why I'd get out so fast. But unfortunately, I can't. So I have to dodge these deadly lasers now.
This challenge looks to be one of the most dangerous compared to the ones before it. I hope the finale of this whole journey is soon, because I can see how tired Sonic is. I'm afraid he can't take another trip like this.
There's some kind of exercise with metal beams. But given Sonic's amount of muscle, it's literally just a warm-up for him.
Oh, yes. He's moving them with such ease. I could never do that.
They are lighter than you think. I think after literally a couple weeks of practicing, you will be able to drag them just as easily.
Oh my god. Is that a giant mechanical toxic robot? And it's controlled by a toxic green sprunky? Be wary of the projectiles. They could be poisoned or contaminated with something toxic.
He's already half lost. So come on, Sonic, keep it up. You're doing it.
He's only got one arm left. Keep firing. Just a little more.
Last couple of shots left. That's it. That was easy enough. I expected more from the Sprunky that has been bothering us for so long. And he turned out to be just an ordinary weakling.
And we would like to tell you that your likes help us in the development of the channel. And the more likes, the more quality and interesting content we can do for you.
You can also write in the comments what you liked and didn't like. We read everything, and we'll try to fix all the flaws, as well as maximize the quality.
And of course you can subscribe and hit the bell to not miss our new videos and be the first to know about them.
And while I'm making my way to the helicopter, you can explore our past videos where we've also escaped from other prisons and watched lots of different funny and sad videos.
We'll get to them soon, but for now, we'll say goodbye to you for a bit. Thank you for watching. We love you!
Hey guys, today we are escaping from SpongeBob Sprunky.
What? Did I hear you? Is that Sprunky and SpongeBob together?
I'm afraid you heard it right, as in general, we all do.
From the looks of it, this is going to be something terribly interesting and intense, don't you think?
So far, everything looks very different, albeit SpongeBob and Underwater World style.
Oh my god, what is that? The SpongeBob Sprunky? He's so creepy.
It doesn't matter. What matters is that he ran away, probably because he saw our Sonic Sigma.
Anyway, we should be as careful as possible. Look how dangerous the traps are.
Nothing complicated, really. You just have to be careful and learn the trap movement patterns quickly.
I wonder how we got here in the first place.
It doesn't matter. What matters is what lies ahead and how we get out of here.
It's not known yet, but I am interested in where we are digging and why so deep.
Whoa! I didn't expect such vast locations so deep underground with traps on top.
Having traps can only affect you negatively if you have difficulty with them, and I see you have no difficulty.
Yes, just like with parkour like this. Sonic is a parkour master.
Master or not, he handles all of these challenges to the highest degree.
I'm very intrigued as to what happens next. I don't feel comfortable here and I want to get out of here as soon as possible.
That's a great idea. You're not the only one who's uncomfortable here, so we all believe you can do it.
So, and behind the closed door, we have our next challenge. And that challenge is, oh no, it's the entire SpongeBob cast. They're attacking.
Come on, Sonic, do what you do best. Run!
Yes, I am generally doing it anyway, just because in this situation I have absolutely no choice.
Bingo, you did it. Even though no one doubted that you could escape, it was still quite dangerous.
We've had our fun and that's it. We've got to keep getting out of here, because I want to remind you that we're underwater, and there's not an endless supply of oxygen.
All the trials we're going through right now look simple enough. Even take this one as an example. Pull the lever, open the bridge, move on. Very simple.
It's simple, of course, just as you described, but the problem is is that before this simple challenge, there were deadly lasers, wardens trying to chase me down, and the cherry on the cake was parkour over huge spikes.
I agree with Sonic. The trials we've been through are not easy. I agree with Tails. Since he got through them all so fast, doesn't that mean they're easy? Have you thought about that?
But on the other hand, we have to be fair. Maybe these are not trials simple, and our Sonic is really very skillful.
Whoa, what is that? Guard capybaras on leashes? They're very cute guards.
What are they guarding? The passageway or all those creatures in the cages?
I don't know, but I think the most important thing is that they let us through.
I agree with Knuckles. It doesn't matter what they do here. The important thing is they don't bother us, and we don't bother them. That's what I call cooperation.
Totally agree with you. The less conflict, the faster we can get out of here.
Well, for now, we are just jumping on trampolines and it's fun enough and not dangerous at all.
Yeah, but the next jumps don't look so easy and harmless anymore. It's quite dangerous.
Nevertheless, Sonic did a great job even with this challenge. If things continue to go this well, we'll be done very quickly.
Oh my god, it's plankton. We have to catch it now.
I'm not sure that's a good idea right now. After all, the most important goal is to get out of here.
I totally agree with you, and I think we're getting to the halfway point. It won't be long before we're out of here.
Whoa, that acid pit looks too dangerous. Be very careful, Sonic.
I'm a neat person myself. The only thing that caused me a little fear was the pipe that was shaking under my feet. But all in all, there is nothing very dangerous or difficult about this pit.
I wouldn't be so sure. I, for one, wouldn't be able to run through all these pipes as fast.
There's really nothing difficult about it. It's a matter of practice and training.
How long has it been since practice and training stopped being difficult? It's also a path that has to be traveled, and it's not easy at all.
You're both right. For me right now, it's absolutely no problem at all. But before, it would have caused me a lot of problems.
Anyway, it's cool that now you're already a parkour master, and thanks to that, you can pass all those difficult moments with ease.
Oh my god, you scared Gary. He just wanted to go to the bathroom.
He didn't scare me any more than he scared himself, so I guess we're all even.
Okay, now we need to get through this holy wall, but what's waiting for me behind it?
I hope there's freedom there, because this whole atmosphere is really starting to weigh on me.
Let's hope so, but I doubt it very much.
That's right. Behind this wall, we're in for another dangerous challenge where Sonic could fall through the abyss.
Don't worry, walking on iron sticks over a cliff is one of my favorite activities.
This may sound harsh, but just because you like doing it doesn't mean you know how to do it. But judging by the way you handle it, you don't have a problem with it.
I think I could handle it, as could all of us. But the question is, will he be able to get through the ordeal as easily?
Anyway, at the moment, he has no problems with passing, and something tells me that will continue to be the case.
Honestly, I'd like to believe it myself. I hope we get out of here quickly and everyone is happy. By the way, I can already smell freedom.
It's not just you. I have a strong feeling that something big is about to happen, but it will lead us to liberation.
It's a huge room filled with chemicals again. Be careful in every jump you make. You don't want any of them to be your last.
I wouldn't be so scared. Sonic has proven himself to be a very strong parkour master, so even though it's very dangerous, I don't think he'll have any problems.
You're absolutely right, but if I'm honest, I'm scared every time I slip or can't keep my balance and fall into that toxic pit.
So you are confident, but you don't stop being vigilant. That's a very good tactic. Thanks to this tactic, you will definitely succeed.
Trampolines again. Why do the challenges change from funny to dangerous and vice versa? Wouldn't it have been easier to do it in one style?
I'm sure it's all done just to let their guard down. That's why they're in a row, so that you can relax on the trampolines and then get confused and fall into the acid.
A very evil plan, evil but workable. Anyway, I'm flying in a rocket car now, so everything else is not important.
You can't tell the first time you've ever sat behind one of these things. You've had experience driving a rocket car before?
I've heard that these particular models are surprisingly difficult to drive, and if you're driving for the first time, you probably can't even start it.
I don't know where you got that information from, but I've flown one, and I can tell you that the controls in it are quite easy and clear.
Like Tails said, I found the controls very simple and straightforward too, even though I've never ridden one of these things before, much less driven one. Maybe it was the adrenaline that did it.
What the hell is going on here? Big, beautiful blue strawberries guarding red and scary smaller strawberry monsters? Who came up with this? And most importantly, how did it even come to fruition?
I think these monsters are kind of cute. They have such a relaxed smile, and they're also helping us by holding up those blue strawberries.
I have a feeling something big is waiting for us behind this closed cage. Maybe it's gonna be some kind of boss fight, but against who? We've either beaten or beaten them all.
Mamma mia, it's the prison boss's baby. But my god, why is it so huge? It's also half invisible. How do I fight against it?
I think the best tactic is the one you're using right now. Don't stop and keep shooting at him, and then you'll be able to defeat him.
Totally agree with Shadow. There's only a little more to go. You can handle him, just keep shooting.
They're right. His disguise has already fallen off, which means you've already done a lot of damage, and another proof of that is that he's almost out of health.
We did it. We have to get out of here before they send someone else to deal with us.
You already know how to operate this thing, so it shouldn't be a problem.
And as Sonic literally flies to the exit of this horrible place, I'd like to ask you to give him a like. It will help a lot in the development of our channel and the content we make for you.
And to not miss new content, we advise you to subscribe to the channel. And if you hit the bell, then you will be the first to know about new content.
And while I look like a sprunky SpongeBob, I want to tell you that you can write your wishes regarding the videos to us in the comments. And if you don't know what to write to us, you can watch our past videos. Maybe you'll have some thoughts. So now we're moving on to the next video. Hi everyone! Today we're going to try to escape from prison. Does anyone know how we got here?
Personally, no. I don't really understand how we end up in these situations.
Let's think about it when we get out of here.
I agree with Knuckles. It would be nice to get out first.
I'll try to make it quick then, but I have a feeling it'll be over sooner than we think.
By the way, when are we all gonna get together to play? I'd like to play too.
I think that if this video gets enough likes and people write in the comments that they want to see it, the next video will be 2 or 3.
That's all cool, but right now, let's focus on passing.
Now we need to activate the plates with a palm print, and what happens next? I can't even imagine.
But if the rest of the challenges are the same, it will be quick, because there is nothing difficult about them.
Well, I guess it's not that hard to break the grill with a wrench, so your version of it being as simple as that is very likely.
But you can't know for sure. All of a sudden, we'll have a challenging parkour or puzzles waiting for us.
You don't have to worry about that. I'm a parkour master. And as for the puzzles, there's 4 of us. We can do it.
Whoa, look at that monster. He looks dangerous.
I don't doubt his danger, so let's not get caught by him.
We urgently need tactics on how to fool him.
We don't need it because I've already thought of everything. We need to use our wiles and trick him with speed.
You're doing it! Sonic, keep it up! He can't keep up with you!
What is that? Another palm scanner? Why are there so many of them? That's not important right now, though.
All that's left is to get away from him, but I don't think you'll have a problem with that, will you, Sonic?
That's a funny joke. So the fastest hedgehog on Earth won't run away from a pot-bellied monster?
You're gonna have to work really hard to make this work. You'll probably have to crawl.
Well, we'll never know, but maybe we'll come back and check it out sometime. But right now, I think we should just concentrate on getting through.
Just don't fall right on top of him, or it'll be too funny.
Don't worry. I'm definitely not going to get caught by those monsters so stupidly. But I agree. That would be really funny, especially after all my tricks.
What do you think is next for us? In fact, do you know exactly where we're going? Maybe the arrows are a trap.
Since he is not the first and apparently not the last to escape, I think if it was a trap, we would have seen clues.
I think so too. Someone was bound to have escaped not alone, and in that case, should have warned everyone behind them.
I have a sense of danger, and so far, it's not talking, which means I'm doing the right thing.
Do you think the arrows are traps or signposts to the right path? Write in the comments.
I don't know. We have to get out of here, and you're digging yourself in even deeper now, which begs the question, do you know exactly what you're doing?
Sometimes, in order to go higher, you have to go down a bit.
Tails is right, but I wasn't counting on a huge acid puddle under my feet, to be honest. That wasn't the plan.
Either way, there's nothing to be done. We have to be even more careful in order not to fall down.
And even after that, you're sure it's a good idea to follow the arrows? And you're still sure it's not a trap?
Let's start by saying that nobody said breaking out of jail was a cakewalk.
And for your information, a trap is a thing you can't get out of. I'm doing just fine here. That's why it's a challenge, not a trap.
I agree with the guys. A trap is a trap if you get caught in it and can't get out. And all Sonic's doing now is taking on challenges of all kinds.
Huge fireballs. That's the easy test.
No one said these trials were easy, but they're not impossible.
Even here, it would seem. What can you do with a huge fireball rolling right at you? It's simple. Hide from it.
It all sounds very simple, but don't forget that you need to run well enough to get from point to point.
That's right. That's why I'm saying that for some, this ordeal could be a trap. And for some, it can even be a deadly trap.
I'm more afraid we're gonna run into some monster, because for some reason, Sonic can't use his powers.
Are you really afraid of that dinosaur? Don't worry. I'm just going to use the same tactics I used in the beginning. I'm not going to win by force. I'm going to win with my mind.
Look, he's so close. Aren't you scared?
I think that because of the adrenaline that is released from all these events, he is not afraid of anything.
I think so too. Either our Sonic is several times braver than he looks at first glance.
Let me put it this way. You're all right. I am braver than you think, but the adrenaline has affected me quite a bit too.
The monsters were there. The dangerous parkour was there. What's next for us?
Something new or an increase in the difficulty of everything we've already been through?
It seems to me that one doesn't interfere with the other, and we're in for something new as well as a complication of the old.
And this is where I can't tell you because I don't know myself, but I hope I can handle all of this.
I think you'll be fine. If anything, we'll try to help you in any way we can.
Okay, we've got a fork in the road for training and the cafeteria. I don't think we'll find anything interesting in the cafeteria, but we'll find trouble easily.
Totally agree with you. So the choice of our path is more than obvious.
Oh yes, and I think I'm going to enjoy this challenge because I'll be able to use some of my powers.
Whoa, this is so cool, but I can't really see anything at this speed. I can't see anything at all.
It's all a play of light and shadow, and the problem is that it's all made of the same material, the same color, so you'd have it all blending together at slower speeds.
If it weren't for Sonic's super fast reflexes, I'm sure we'd be down there somewhere by now.
I'd say the adrenaline helped me more right now than my reaction. It all came together in one picture, so I didn't even have time to react.
The most important thing is that you made it through, and by what means and with what. It's not so important, is it?
I too believe that in a situation like this, it doesn't matter which way you got it to pass. The important thing is that you did it, and you got through it.
The most important thing is to get out of here. So whether it was reaction or adrenaline, it looked really cool.
Thanks for the encouragement, except now we need to figure out what we need to do next. I don't really have much of an idea yet.
Well, from the picture I see, we need to use the stairs to go higher, but where it will take us is a good question.
Wherever it takes us, it will still get us closer to the exit, and that's an ironclad fact.
Did you notice how wide Sonic's back is? After he became a real Sigma, he changed a lot in appearance.
Oh, come on. I only went to the gym a couple times to keep in shape.
Funny, we took a ladder to climb another ladder. What happens next? Another ladder?
I hadn't even thought of that, but you're right. It's really funny.
Whoa, you see that? What's that out there? Flying garbage? I can't see it.
No, it's not trash. Look closely. They're little characters from Poppy Playtime. But what are they doing there? And why are they flying right at us?
That's right, you're right. The little toy-like characters from Poppy Playtime.
But still, what are they doing here? And why are they flying out of a giant fan? So many questions and so few answers.
I don't think it's that important right now. We need to get out of here, because every second I'm in here, I'm getting uncomfortable.
Hey, look, I saw an interesting jailbreak clue somewhere that looks like this one. I hope it works.
What are you? Oh no!
Wait, what? Wait, that's really cool that you did it. But did you really just jump on the spikes, hoping it would work?
It was too desperate even for you, Sonic. It was too dangerous. Please don't do it again.
All right, I'll try not to do anything so rash again, but it ended well, didn't it?
It ended well, but how do you know you'll have the same luck next time?
I don't think there's any luck involved. After all, no one would take such a risk if they weren't at least a little bit sure they were right.
I understand that we are now going through the trials with the fans, but what will the next stage be? If there were already monsters, parkour and easy puzzles too.
I don't know what's next, but my gut tells me we're very close to getting out of here. I'd even say I can feel the fresh air already.
You hit this mine so cool and filigree.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
I'd like to see you react and hit such a small hole in a situation like that. Knuckles!
Oh, come on, don't be so hard on him. I agree with him that from the outside it looks very easy. In reality it is, but there are certain complications too.
And this must be the dining room. But surprisingly, there's nothing here to cause us any trouble.
This is really weird. I was sure if we came in here we'd be in trouble, because this is the monster dining room.
You're not the only one. I was sure something was going to happen here too, but to our surprise, it turned out to be a bit simpler.
Hey guys, don't forget, it's better for us if we keep it simple. I'm not super ironclad to go through so many tests of such complexity either.
He's right. The easier the trials, the faster we'll get out of here.
Then we must hurry. Maybe luck is on our side today and we can get out without any problems and trials, don't you think?
Thanks for summarizing, because that's exactly what the guys were trying to tell us.
I'm a little scared for what awaits us when we climb those stairs, but I think we'll get through it all.
There's the exit door. Of course we can do it, Sonic. Don't worry.
A huge fan again? And again, those little Poppy Playtime toys? Nothing special.
I wouldn't be so sure. After all, there were no deadly lasers in the past fan trials, were there? Which means this is the final fan.
They won't cause much of a problem because they move very predictably. It will be a simple enough challenge, I'm sure.
You've only got 2 flights to go and you'll be right at the exit. Could this really be the ultimate test?
I highly doubt it will be that easy, but at the same time, I really hope so.
What? Another room? It was expected that this wasn't the end?
I don't think it's that obvious, to be honest. I think this room is just a staging post between our freedom and imprisonment.
Here comes the exit at last. I hope it's the right door.
Oh my god, no! Look at this! This is the final challenge, and it's a huge final monster boss.
Come on, Sonic, we believe in you. You can handle him. Look at how clumsy he is. And try to shoot at his guns.
I see it. I can also use some of my powers so he can't chase me, and this bazooka will help me stay out of his way.
You're really good at this. Almost half of his HP is gone.
Look at that! His HP bar is dissolving. At this rate, he won't even be able to try to damage you.
He's already lost one of his guns. Keep up the good work, and I'm sure victory won't be long in coming.
That's it. As expected, even such a small portion of my ability was enough to defeat him. That was easy.
Then let's not test our luck any further and get out of here soon.
Oh yeah, I guess we're in luck for the year ahead today. Let's just keep it going.
Hopefully this car will get us to our destination quickly.
Oh yeah, this particular car drove us at breakneck speed. I'm not even sure it's a car and not a flying ship.
I agree. His speed is amazing.
Fast cars are cool, but they make absolutely no sense if they don't help us get out of here. We need something more serious.
What do you want more than that? A private jet? Or maybe a helicopter?
I don't know what Knuckles wants, but on the way here, I saw a helicopter on a cliff, and I plan to fly away in it.
But to do that, you have to sneak into a restricted area. And if I understand correctly, you need the trash can to get over the fence.
Yes, it is, because jumping the fence is problematic.
And while Sonic is trying to fly away in a helicopter, I suggest you subscribe to the channel and hit the bell to keep up with our new videos.
And also, you can put a like and tell your friends. It will really help in the development of our channel. And we will be able to please you more often with new and cool videos.
But if you suddenly didn't like something, you can write about it in the comments, and we'll try to fix it in the next videos.
Look how high he went! Don't fall from here, because no amount of luck can save you from falling from this height.
I won't fall on such a simple parkour. Don't forget, I'm a parkour master after all.
And here comes that helicopter. So guys, we're not saying goodbye, because in just a few seconds, we'll see you in the next video. Let's go.
Hey everybody, today we're in Spongebob prison, and we need to get out of it.
Why do we have to get out? Let's just kill him, and anyone else we can get our hands on.
I totally agree. Pity is for the weak. Fear is also the province of the weak. That's why we must not run away, but catch up.
Then let's find our first victim. Let's get it over with.
Don't you dare, and I'll kill each and every one of you myself. Or have you forgotten who the god of speed is?
Calm down. We were only joking. It's just a stupid joke. Don't get so worked up.
Were you kidding? I was sure you meant it. Are you scared of Sonic? Really? I thought you were stronger, but you're weak.
I wouldn't be so bold if I were you. Actually, Sonic really is the god of speed.
You can check it out, but the stakes are your life. So if you don't want to lose it, think about what you're talking about and who you're talking to.
It's true, Knuckles. I saw one daredevil try to outrun him. Eventually, that daredevil is now on the other side of the world.
Maybe I did overreact. I apologize.
I wish I could do that. That means you're not as stupid as I thought you were.
Excellent choice. Now focus intently on the game while I'm still being kind.
Here comes the SpongeBob. I guess Sonic decided to play pacifist today, so we're running away from him.
But let's be honest, there is a way to deal with all of this faster. I'm not saying we should do that, just the fact of the matter.
You're undoubtedly right, but I get why Sonic said no. It's too easy for him. And if it's too easy, it's boring.
Bingo! Tails gets 10 points for a totally correct answer. Congratulations.
Look, Knuckles, how many murders do you have to kill before you get bored with killing? Can you imagine that?
To be honest, I'm afraid to even imagine it, and I don't really want to. I'm just glad I was talked out of fighting with him, and after hearing this, I'm even happier.
How quickly you changed your mind. Apparently super speed affects these aspects of life too.
That's a great joke. I love it. Since we're running away from SpongeBob, we should at least see how and where we're running to.
Well, so far, from the looks of it, we're getting lower and lower. And now that we've dug down, we're at the bottom.
It's weird, because I thought I had to climb up to get out.
Sometimes you need to go a little lower in order to climb even higher later. It's such a simple saying.
Well said. That's right. I chose that route for a reason. In the end, it's the fastest and the most interesting.
He's looking very full right now. There's so much going on. Chases, parkour, and danger. I dread to imagine what's coming next.
It's not hard to imagine or guess. There will only be more of this kind of thing to come. We may be in for some more labor, but I can't be sure.
I think there might be traps, although I think that's exactly the kind of danger I'm talking about.
You're all absolutely right. But don't be afraid. It's all a plus for me. Because the more challenges, the more fun it is to play.
I noticed you weren't using your speed at all, but now I realize you were doing it on purpose from the beginning.
I couldn't do that. I consider speed to be my strong point and see no point in hiding it or not using it.
You know the gods have their own amusements and their own entertainment, so don't be surprised. It's not the strangest thing that could happen.
It's just that when you move as fast as I do, you start to appreciate every second. So a little later, you'll come to that too, if I don't kill you first.
Will you kill me? But for what? What have we done to deserve death?
When you kill someone, be prepared to die yourself. That's one thing. And secondly, he's a god. He does whatever he wants.
Hey, it's a Patrick, but why is he naked?
This is unknown even to God. This starfish, even to me, is very strange. I've never understood the cause and effect relationship of its actions.
Wow, we're going upstairs. Will there finally be freedom? I'm getting tired of this rotten dungeon.
It can't end so quickly and easily. I am sure that this is just the beginning of our journey. You'll see.
Knuckles is right. We're not even up. If we went down 10 meters, we went up 5 meters at most.
I see another climb ahead, so we will go even higher. But after that point, I don't know what awaits us.
If I'm not mistaken, it turns out to be several times more interesting, doesn't it?
Yeah, you're right. Now I'm sure that absolutely everyone, even Sonic, will be head over heels for what's going on.
I was very interested before, but I totally agree with you. It will be even more interesting this way, because now Sonic won't know what's next.
Oh, now my favorite part of the whole walkthrough. I've been waiting for this moment, but I didn't know when it would be.
What's the moment?
Just watch.
Whoa! Did you decide to go for a little run? I've waited so long for this moment that will allow me to see at least some of your speed again.
This is the first and last time for today. I wasn't planning to run at all, but the situation forced me to.
I'm watching him fly over all these flights and I'm getting really scared. I'd probably be afraid to jump like that.
It's not a big deal. You just have to run faster and the inertia will take you to the right place. If you weren't so stupid, you'd know that.
Woo! That sounds like a pretty good conflict request.
Let me help you. If you two start fighting, I'll kill you two instantly, and we'll keep going through this map with just tails.
Ugh, this is really pissing me off. You've threatened to kill us 4 times already, and we can't do anything about it, just because even the 4 of us can't beat you.
It's called hopelessness. Just embrace it. There's nothing you can do about it.
Knuckles is right. There's nothing you can do about it, so just accept it and focus on the game. There should be something interesting going on right now.
Something interesting is going to happen exactly after I climb the damn ladder.
Who would have thought that a speed god would have trouble with a regular ladder?
Who would have thought that even so many threats to your life couldn't stop your tongue? A couple more of those snappy phrases, and you'll be saying goodbye to your life.
Oh yes, I would be as careful as possible in what I say, because every word could really be my last if he doesn't like something.
Listen to you, I'm just a maniac who kills everyone left and right just because he wants to.
Not to be rude, but that's pretty much it. If I'm wrong and you think I'm lying, ask the guys.
You don't have to ask us the obvious. Everyone knows you are a murderer, and no one can deny it, even under threat of death.
Yes, it's absolutely true. Everyone knows it, and no one is afraid to say it because it is true.
I hope you realize that you're just going on with your life because I'm bored running around here alone. But as soon as we're done making the video, you'll all be off to the skies.
Guys, personally, I don't intend to just wait for my fate. And since we're going to die anyway, how about we do it in battle and try the 3 of us to defeat him?
Sounds like a good enough idea. I'm in.
Well, if we're gonna die anyway, then I'm in. Let's show him that gods can be overthrown too.
Try it, you lowlifes! I will kill each and every one of you, surprisingly for you very slowly, stretching out every second of your agony so that you will realize your mistakes until the very end.
Oh, look at that. A small and evil hedgehog showing his true colors. You're not so nice and kind anymore.
However, if you think you scared us, you are mistaken. Nothing but laughter was caused by your words.
I hope you die on one of the bosses and never open your full mouth again.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Here comes our first boss to kill me! Is that right? I'll stretch the pleasure of killing him so you can enjoy your own agony!
I have faith in Squidward. He can definitely do it, and if he doesn't, the next boss will.
Don't forget, the very last bosses will be us. And now, we're just resting and building up our strength instead of spending it on boss battles and parkours.
I hope it doesn't come down to us fighting, because he knows all our weaknesses and we know he doesn't have any.
Hey, you secret planners! Eyes on the screen, please! It's now broadcasting the failure of the plan!
You're getting excited too soon. You don't know half of what we had time to think of and discuss before we even recorded this video.
His overconfidence is his weakness, although everyone knows that in general.
Why is this Squidward so worthless? If Sigma Squidward were here, he'd take you down in 2 minutes.
What do you think of the video tutorial Cooking Octopus Outdoors? Really looks cool!
If it weren't weren't for our viewers, I'd untie my knot of forbidden phrases right now and write you a whole essay on why you should be hanged and staked at the same time.
I agree. I too have a backpack and a little bag of what I'd like to actually tell you, fool.
I hope you're reaching the finale of your life soon. If not, I promise that we will help you.
Whatever you say, just please don't cry and snot while I kill you. The more you cry, the longer I'll want to have fun with you.
Does anyone know when the next challenge is there? I can't listen to it anymore. My ears are just withering.
Supposedly very soon, literally in a few dozen seconds, but I'm afraid that won't shut him up for long.
That's right, because he won't shut up for a second. It's really, really annoying, but I'll put up with it. I'll talk after we beat him.
It's so cute that I'll even let you have one last meeting of your mini club called Hurt and Humiliated.
This club will work together to make you regret every day you live and every word you say. We promise you that.
Too bad you were able to dodge those lasers. I'd love to see you get chopped up.
I agree. It would be really beautiful to see it fall apart into little pieces because it was chopped up by the laser.
Oh, for that to happen, I'd have to be left without legs and arms. And then there's a small chance that something like that could happen.
Be glad you still have all these parts, because we're going to make sure you never see them again.
And as you like to do, we'll be pulling them off slowly and very painfully, so that you will experience a fraction of what all your victims have gone through.
And here comes the finish line. I want to appeal to you guys. Like and subscribe, then we can beat Sonic.exe for sure. And if you write a comment, then he has no chance of winning.
Oh, I'm so looking forward to the finale. Now I'm gonna jump through these jellyfish right to the boss's door. I'll defeat him, and after that, I'll start killing you one by one. As promised, slowly, stretching the pleasure.
The final boss is a huge SpongeBob. Who would have thought it? So all we have to do is believe that he's going to make it. Come on, SpongeBob. We're counting on you.
I hope he makes it. He looks very strong, and his big guns inspire fear and confidence in victory. I hope he does.
SpongeBob is starting to lose ground, just like we expected. So everybody, full alert for Plan B.
Your plan B is to beg me for mercy? Oh, too bad it won't work. You're way too late to do it. So right after I get rid of Robot Sponge, I'll come after you.
There you go. You need to be prepared. Everybody ready?
Yeah, I've been ready for a while now. I just have to wait for a command from Tails.
My orders will be right after the little event.
That's it. Get ready to die, you cheeky little freaks. Stop what? What the? Ah!
Now, guys, this is the last chance. Run away to the next video faster.
Hold it right there, you little fools. You can't get away from me no matter how long and far you run. They really ran away while I was in flight, but that's okay. This way my hunt will be more interesting. Kim.
And you guys, you can subscribe to the channel, put likes, and write in the comments whether I will be able to catch all the other Sonics or they will manage to escape. I'm off to the next vid to find them. You can come watch it with me too. Hello, friends. Today we're going to run away from Evil Steve from Minecraft.
Whoa, Sonic, what happened to you?
Looks like Sonic now. Looks like the name of our channel, Sigma Sonic.
He's so cool now. I think he can beat not only Eggman, but anyone.
Yes, it's me, Sonic Sigma. I'm the coolest guy here.
So if we're friends with you, then we're cool Sigmas too.
I'd be a badass Sigma even if he and I didn't hang out.
How do you become as cool as you are? Share your secret.
It's very simple, Tails. You have to get through this map without dying, and then you'll be a Super Sigma.
Then show us how it's done since you're so cool.
Oh yeah, you've already done it once. Then do it again, only harder and faster, because you're a Sigma.
And I'll be watching closely and memorizing everything so I can be as cool as you.
Here's Sigma's first lesson for you. Don't try to be as cool as you are. Try to be cooler.
Hey, that sounds really cool. Maybe you really are the real Sigma.
He will only be a real Sigma when he passes this level without dying once. Until then, the coolest Sigma here is me.
Who thinks you're the coolest Sigma ever? Did you decide that?
The second lesson of Sigma, you don't need permission or approval to be Sigma. It's your choice. You make it, and you don't have to care what anyone else thinks.
You're so cool. You're jumping on a trampoline over lava, and you're not scared at all.
Okay, I agree it looked cool, but that doesn't mean you're a real Sigma.
I'm pretty sure Sonic is a real Sigma. Look at his muscles. Look at how easy and cool it is to pass all the tests. I think that's what a real Sigma looks like.
A real Sigma will never say he's a Sigma because everyone can see it and knows it. And if they don't, you're not a Sigma.
Sounds very logical. You're not proving to anyone that you're Sonic, and I'm not proving to anyone that I'm Shadow, but everyone already knows that.
So Knuckles is not Sigma, because that's what he's been telling everyone and trying to prove. He's just a liar.
Why don't you say anything? Don't you have anything to say, you liar?
He's just jealous of how cool Sonic is. That's the secret.
Yeah, you got me. I'm jealous of Sonic because I want to be that cool Sigma too.
Don't be jealous. Let's just go through this level together, and you'll know how to become a Sigma in no time.
Whoa, he's so honorable.
And while he was saying all that, he goes through a super challenging parkour with lava.
And after that, you